We are seeing more video of the damage left by Hannah. This is the Bob Hall Pier in Corpus Christi. A lot of people familiar with this. The end of that pier forms a T, and part of it is now gone. There is damage along the 1,200-foot pier. It's a popular spot for a lot of fishermen. Jeff, I wanted you to know, when we look at all of this, where those winds came in, so tough for Hannah coming on shore, impacting that area. As a hurricane, are we talking about hurricane-type winds or actually a little below that? And what's in store for what's essentially coming our way right now?
Well, Steve, when Hannah came on shore, it was a strong Category 1 hurricane. In fact, it got within 6 miles per hour of being a Category 2 hurricane. It really ramped up in the last 12 hours as it approached South Padre Island and then inland. Now, it had 90-mile-per-hour winds, but gusts were over 100 miles per hour, measured gusts over 100 miles per hour along the eye wall on both sides, but especially the northern eye wall, which was closer to Corpus Christi. It had a lot of damage, of course, when you have winds that long going on across the coastline. Now, let me show you what happened here today, because the effects of Hannah was the cloud cover, again, for the second day in a row. This is how it looked in the morning hours. Overcast. Now, as the day went on, those clouds started to break up. We got into the low 90s, but typically this time of year, we're in the upper 90s. So the second day in a row, both days this weekend, had below normal temperatures. There we are, 93 degrees. Of course, look at the dew point, 72. There's your typical summer humidity, so it makes it feel very uncomfortable out there, even with the lower temperatures. But if you're going out tomorrow, we expect kind of the same deal. We're going to have a lot of clouds in the morning, a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon, and a little bit of a rain chance. We are getting some thunderstorms in North Texas. They are in our southern and southeast corner. We'll zoom in a little bit closer. You can see over by Anderson County. Heading into right now into Fairview, we're getting some thunderstorms that are moving in, some brief heavy rain. There's a lot of tropical moisture, so there is as much as a half an inch to an inch of rain from these thunderstorms because they're moving slowly, and you can see some good rains around Mahia too. This is the life and the death of Hurricane Hannah. Of course, it got up to that strong Category 1 just as it entered South Texas, and now it's in Monterrey, Mexico, and weakening. It's a tropical depression now with 35-mile-per-hour winds. By the time we get to tomorrow, it'll lose its circulation. But it continues to bring heavy rain still in Texas. Look how much rain fell. We're talking about a swath that got over 12, 15 inches of rain. There were even some reports of 18 inches of rain. So it was a tremendous storm. Of course, a hurricane hit Texas yesterday. A hurricane's going to hit Hawaii tonight. Both Category 1. This is Hurricane Douglas. It skirts the northern edge of the islands where it heads back out to water, but it has a chance to hit Oahu. That'd be only the third time a hurricane has hit Hawaii in the last, well, in modern times. As the clouds continue to hang around here through the overnight hours, we'll have a muggy morning, but through the day tomorrow, we are expecting a few pop-up showers. We're going to keep thunderstorms in the forecast tomorrow, but it's only a 20% chance. Meanwhile, the good news, at least the temperatures will stay down, but the better rain chances, just like the last couple days, will continue to be across our southeast counties. That is where we could end up with maybe a half an inch to an inch of rain in some areas. Here's the 7-day forecast, low 90s several days in a row, rain chances several days in a row, but by the time we get to August 1, it starts to warm up again, Steve, and upper 90s, at least mid-90s, will be the story more typical of July.
I guarantee you one thing. Thank you, Jeff. No rain inside Globe Life.